According to ancient belief across the Arab and Islamic world, humans were never the only ones walking this earth. Made from smokeless fire, invisible to the naked eye, and older than mankind itself, they're called Jinn. And folklore describes several very different, very dangerous kinds. Among the most powerful and feared types described in Islamic tradition is the Ifrit, a jinn of immense strength, closely tied to fire and often depicted as prideful, cunning, and dangerous to cross. According to Islamic scripture, an Ifrit once offered to bring the Queen of Sheba's throne to King Solomon before he could even rise from his seat. A demonstration of raw, formidable power. Folklore across the Middle East describes Ifrits as capable of enormous physical feats, but also of trickery, deals, and possession, often lingering near ruins, abandoned buildings, and places soaked in violence. Traditional belief holds they can be bound or controlled only by those with real knowledge of sacred texts, never by force alone. If the Ifrit is known for fire and cunning, the Marid is known for pride and for water. Folklore describes Marids as among the most powerful jinn of all, often associated with the sea, storms, and vast underground caverns. This is the archetype behind countless tales of jinn bound inside lamps, bottles, or rings, being so powerful that only clever bargaining, rather than brute force, could ever contain one. Stories describe Marids granting wishes, but rarely without a cost. The wisher didn't fully understand until it was too late. Older folktales caution against speaking near open water or old wells after dark, out of respect for whatever Marid might be listening from below. Few figures in Arab folklore are feared quite like the Ghoul, a shape-shifting jinn said to haunt graveyards, deserts, and abandoned roads, luring travelers to their doom. According to legend, a Ghoul can take the form of a beautiful woman, an animal, or even a familiar face to lure isolated travelers off their path before revealing its true, monstrous nature. Older tales describe them feeding on the bodies of the dead, and some regional legends hold that if a Ghoul is struck only once, it will die. But if struck a second time, it returns to life stronger than before. Bedouin travelers historically avoided sleeping alone in the open desert at night, wary of a stranger who arrives suspiciously, right on time to offer help. Less widely known outside the region, but deeply feared within older Arab storytelling traditions, the Sila is a cunning, shape-shifting jinn, typically described as appearing in the form of an alluring woman to travelers who've lost their way. Unlike more overtly monstrous jinn, the Sila's danger lies entirely in disguise. Folklore describes her using charm, beauty, and false hospitality to draw a lone traveler somewhere isolated before her true form is finally revealed. Older stories warn that a truly convincing stranger, appearing at exactly the right moment in the middle of nowhere, is rarely a stroke of good luck. Perhaps the most unsettling type isn't one that lurks in ruins or deserts at all. According to Islamic tradition, every single human being is born with an invisible jinn companion assigned to them for life, known as the Qareen. Unlike the other types, the Qareen doesn't need to hunt you down. It's already there, believed by tradition to be a constant, invisible presence, whispering doubt, temptation, and darker impulses throughout a person's entire lifetime, from birth until the moment of death. According to belief, it can never fully be escaped, only resisted, again and again, by the person it was assigned to watch. 5 types, 5 different ways to be unseen, and 5 different reasons folklore says to never let your guard down after dark. If one of these made you glance at the empty side of the subscribe, and I'll see you in the next file.